Are you starting the process of buying a home, or are you a seller wondering who pays for the closing costs? I'm Spade at Keller Williams Realty. I'm here to help you demystify all those costs. Stay with us. Thank you so much for coming back to my YouTube channel. I appreciate you for being here. If you wouldn't mind, hit that subscribe button and smash that little bell so we can keep you apprised of any fresh new content that we drop on a regular basis. So closing costs, what are they? How much are they? And who pays for them? That's what we're talking about today. Closing costs, they mean something different for everyone if you're a buyer or a seller. If you're a buyer, the majority of your closing costs come from the fee that your lender will charge you to get your loan. The rest of the closing costs are prepaid taxes, and here in California, we use an independent third-party escrow company for the closing as well as a title company. The buyer and the seller split those fees evenly. In terms of dollars, what does that mean? I always tell buyers that your closing costs are going to be approximately 2% of the total purchase price. Now, word of warning, that also depends on the exact type of loan that you're getting, but a general rule of thumb is 2%. As a buyer, if you don't have all the money to pay for your closing costs, you can ask the seller to cover all or a portion of those costs. If, for example, you're writing an offer on a home and put a $500,000 offer on and ask the seller to pay $10,000 or 2% of your closing costs, essentially you are asking the seller to accept your offer for $490,000. Some sellers might look at that and say, no way. Now that would not be okay. I would encourage you, however, as a seller to take the emotional piece out of it and take a deep breath, and let's look at how we can solve this big math problem. Because let's face it, that's all it is. If you're not willing to accept the terms of the buyer, you can send a counteroffer. You may be willing to pay for half or none of the closing costs. I would always encourage you, send a counteroffer. One way is to send a counteroffer for $505,000 and cover the closing costs. That makes your net $495,000, or you could send a counteroffer back at $510,000 and build into the cost to the whole offer, raising your net. As a buyer, it's important to work with a lender who can break down those costs so you can understand exactly what your closing costs are. Sellers, it's important to work with an agent like myself who can help you demystify those costs and to help take the emotional piece out of it to help you reach your end goal. I love the opportunity to help you whether you are buying or selling. Feel free to reach out to me at 619-818-2992. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.